you. Lucky you, lucky you, lucky you. Stuck with seven. Lucky you, lucky you. Then I'm here stuck with you. Lucky you.
Hi there, and welcome to Stuck with Seven. I'm Percy. Before we begin, Whitney and Gemma unfortunately are unable to be with us today. That's okay. We're going to have just as much fun. I am so excited that Grace has asked me to lead such an important topic. It's a social epidemic that is just plaguing the world and so unfortunately common. And today we're going to tackle it.
Climate change.
Biphobia in the LGBTQI plus community.
Youth homelessness.
All important issues, but perhaps not quite as common as this one. Bad fashion taste. So let's dive in and correct those errors, shall we? So I am beyond excited to share today Percy's top 10 timeless fashion tips.
That's why Whitney's not here, is because she read the email and she didn't want to participate, right?
Yes, Whitney read the email and decided that today would not be best for her.
I also think that today's not the best day for me, so I'm gonna go.
I hate to actually disagree with you, Sloane, but I actually, when I came up with this idea, thought I can't think of anyone who would better make use of this time and this information than Sloane and Everett. You two came to mind, and I thought maybe you guys could just soak up this information like a sponge, and today might be a life-changing day for you two.
Sorry, just gonna jump in real quickly. Why me?
Maybe we'll just like dive right in to my top 10 tips. And because this is Stuck with Seven, I'll happily share them with the rest of you. And
Sort of thinking maybe today we could share some tips, all of us.
but is everybody on this panel, Grace, really qualified to be discussing such a important topic?
I mean, like, isn't that the beauty about fashion, though? That it's purely subjective. You know, like there's no right answers or wrong answers, and you wear what you love, and what you love makes you feel beautiful, right?
Well, these kind of opinions are lovely and sometimes lead us astray. But anywho, nonetheless, we will do this together, as Grace has pointed out. As the person who was voted best dressed in high school, I will try and share what I can.
See, that's like actually kind of like really interesting and cool, and like brings me back around to like why you think I need your help. Because like I also too was voted best dressed in high school.
The perks of going to public school, I'm sure. Now, let's begin, shall we? So tip number 1, never follow fashion trends. Throw away the magazines, or if you're gonna look at them, see what's going on and make it your own. Never follow it exactly. You don't want to blend into a crowd of people. I can't think of anything worse in this world. However, you want to set the trend. You want to be ahead of what's going on. You want people to go, oh, should I be doing that? Because he looks fabulous. No following trends. Set them.
But if it's a trend, does that not mean that like it's therefore like good? That like a lot of people are doing it, a lot of people want to be a part of it. Like, is that not good? And then why are we even like setting trends if we don't want people to follow trends?
That is a great question, Everett. I would highly suggest maybe grab a notepad, take some notes, because you, sir, are going to come out learning a lot today. Tip number 2, there is no such thing as being too overdressed. Don't let anyone tell you that. Life is a runway. Strut down it proudly. Don't let the people who saunter and slouch their way through the world try and tell you you're overdressed. Perhaps they're just underdressed.
What about semi-formal events like weddings or something like that? What do you think of those?
I am here to tell our viewers on YouTube, to tell the world that there is no such thing as a semi-formal special event, okay? The very semi-formal, just like sucks the specialness out of the event. So it doesn't exist. It's a myth. It's impossible. And it's typically created by toxic people who simply are trying, they're not going to be semi-formal, but they want you to be so that they look better, because insecurity is a sad, sad disease. If you hear an event semi-formal, you show up formal.
So just a quick cue on that. If the people getting married at their wedding set a dress code, we should purposefully ignore the dress code.
It's a wedding. It's a special day for everyone. I don't see why suddenly it's just all about the couple. I myself have experienced this with a former friend, ironically named Trinity, though she created anything but peace that day. But anywho, so I was Trinity's maid of honor, and I showed up in doing my duty of walking down an aisle for a room full of people to enjoy me in a white sequin suit. It was chic, and it kind of had a bit of a bedazzling effect, shone great in light. Trinity, being an example of what we call a toxic bride, is very upset because it was semi-formal.
Traditionally, in more traditional weddings, the bride is the one who wears white. And could it be that maybe she was just upset that you were also wearing white, and as her maid of honor were standing beside her on her day?
I would like to point out that I don't know how traditional the wedding is when you completely ruin the dress code by making it semi-formal. And also that, is it ever anyone's day, or is it all of our days? And maybe some people just need to step it up. Tip number 3, comfort is overrated. It's not about what feels good, everyone. It's about what looks good. Sometimes beauty is pain. And I think it's a true test of character, of strength, and of commitment to fashion to wear just what looks best on you.
Like, I don't understand how we can say that fashion requires sacrifice. Like, why can't fashion be accessible as well? You know, like, there's nothing inherently bad about comfort. It makes you feel powerful in your skin. It makes you feel like you can, take on the world. It's not a bad thing.
And on that note, I just, when I think of the people who are taking over the world, I think they're doing that in like a power suit. Not seeing anyone that inspiring in sweatpants. Okay. We throw out those sweatpants and say goodbye, lazy fashion Satan, and just, just like be our best foot forward. Like, today is the day. Tip number 4, shoes. Now, my suggestion for shoes is always wear a shoe that has even just a tiny bit of a heel, even for menswear. Now, I believe that not only does this improve posture, but it also provides that perfect little click clack of authority and a person of importance. Let people know that you have entered the room and that you have changed it for the better. Also, fun little fact, I actually was the person who coined the term, you can tell a lot about a man by his shoe.
You definitely weren't the first person to say that.
Actually, Sloane, I was. It really took off. Yes, Everett.
I just have a quick question. If you can tell a lot about a person by their shoes, what would you say like these shoes say about a person?
Getting like a velveteen rabbit of people vibes, like a well-worn, has that person perhaps ever worn another shoe in their life? That's just a question I'm wondering. Tip number 5, you can never go wrong with a black and white ensemble. It's timeless. It's Hollywood. It's glam. It's a clean contrast that is just, bold, chic, and magnifique. So see, black and white, a white pant.
Hey Percy, how do you feel about Alexa's beautiful, timeless black and white sandal?
I confirm that those are black and white. That being said, also have fun exploring and playing with color. Play with bright colors like hot pink and neons and turquoise and, just all the jewel tones, but always avoid pastels and muted shades. All they say is, hello, I'm boring and forgettable. Number 7, who needs just solids? Spice things up with some bold geometric prints, get animal prints, or just, something fun that catches the eye and really makes an impression.
This is so true, Percy. Do you have any thoughts, guys?
Animal prints always remind me of my grandma. She wears like cheetah prints all the time. She has a license plate that says Sparkles with a Z. Percy, I think you two would really get along at those bingo games.
I always think about, I think about the people in the furry community. Some of them, they're the most fashionable people that I know. I know this great woman. She's a neuroscientist by day, and she moonlights as a cockatoo, and she wears animal prints all the time, bold prints, and they really suit her.
I had so not thought about the furry community, Lex. Thank you for that.
Anytime. Don't forget about the furries.
Okay, moving on. Tip number 8, accessories can really enhance an outfit. And I mean, accessories can mean all kinds of things like scarves or jewelry, like maybe a little diamond ring.
Oh my God, Percy, I love rings too. I have them all on right now. And I have some bracelets, my necklaces, and look at my earrings.
Wow, you love to accessorize. And you know what, folks? Sometimes less is more.
Oh yeah, Percy, because you're never too much.
Tip number 9, never think of clothing as something that hides or camouflages your body. Clothes should celebrate you, whether that be in like something tight and form-fitted that makes you feel great or something flowy and loose. Clothes is not about a disguise. It's about showing yourself to the world. And nothing does that better than fashion.
I completely agree. The human body is gorgeous, and we need to create more environments where people can feel comfortable in themselves. And I don't even think we need clothes to do that. There's something so beautiful. There's nothing more incredible than the naked body, the human form in all its glory. Why should we even bother covering up? Maybe we should just embrace this eradication of clothing and live in celebration of our own bodies.
Right. And that's beautiful. But considering that this video is all about fashion and how to,
Oh, Lex,
the book.
that is beautiful. It like gives me goosies. It makes me feel so good. It's such a great way to put it.
Yeah, like everything's beautiful. Everybody is beautiful in their own way. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just gonna jump in here with like a quick question. So like the best way to use fashion and like be fashionable is just to like wear what I want and to like allow my own like opinions and choices about clothes and fashion to inform my choices and like do that. That's how that's the best way to like do fashion.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay, why don't we just go? Oh, just threw away those notes. Okay, so tip number 10, which is the last one of this video, is that fashion is all about expressing yourself. It is about self-expression. It's about celebrating the person that you are, and whether that be someone like me who is, trying to help you be the best you can be and just, make the right impression, or, I guess you can just choose to wear whatever and make whatever impression you want, no matter what that is. I mean, who knows? Maybe it's a little trampy or slobby or boring, but you know what? That's up to you. And it's also up to you to maybe take the advice of the fashion expert of this channel. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. That'll be it. We don't need to hear from anyone else, just me. So great. That'll be it for today. Okay. Thank you. Goodbye.